You're listening to the RowdCAST on the RowdCAST Radio Network.
The RowdCAST contains adult languages, adult themes, and adult situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
No! No! No!
You are now entering the RowdCAST. I am your host, Rowdy Radloff, and you are back for another week of the most disturbing, weirdest, and craziest shit we can find on the internet. This is a podcast with all of the strange individuals that I've met in my life, and we are about to take a spin on the ride that I do call the RowdCAST. So sit back, kick your feet up, light a joint, drink a beer, and prepare yourself for the motherfucking RowdCAST. Let's get weird. Yeah, motherfuckers, what the fuck is going on? I'm back. Rowdy Radloff in the house. This is the motherfucking RowdCAST. You know what I'm talking about. I am back. Feels so good. I feel like the poison or the venom running through my fucking blood. It's running through my fucking veins. I feel so powerful when I'm on this fucking microphone talking to you fuckheads. What's up, dog? If you're listening in the chat room, say what up. What's going on? I'm not Bubba. We already got some motherfuckers here, so that's what we about to do. This is the 4th of July, America the Weird special, okay? We're going to talk about, this is going to be a normal RowdCAST, and it's just going to be the weirdest shit that this fucking, this world, you know, not mostly America, but this place is so fucking strange, man. I'm a weird motherfucker, okay? And I am not even close to the top of the heap of weirdness. There are so many fucking creeps out there. There are so many fucking bizarre individuals that have weird fetishes and like to do freaky fucking things like dig up graves and have sex with bodies and you know, fuck animals and shit. I mean, there's all kinds. I guess I'm just talking about sex, but that goes into, you know, how many other things can there be out there that there's some strange people, you know, people that like to chew on dirty diapers and eat sand. I mean, there's really a bunch of fucking weirdos there. So, you know, but I wanted to talk about America a little bit, okay? I mean, that's where we're at. We're the fucking, the epic center of the fucking, you know, the earth. I mean, we believe we are. We're the greatest military force on the planet. We are the, you know, we believe that we're the most sophisticated or we're the smartest, which is not true. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but we used to be. Our education used to be top in the world. Our technology was top in the world. We're not anymore. America's not. We've fallen behind. Our colleges are not. No, we're not there anymore. Our military's still pretty bad as fuck. We still got a lot of money, and we got a lot of bombs, and we are not afraid to use those fucking bombs. I think we've shown that time and time again. But, you know, that being said, you gotta love this place. you gotta love the freedoms that we do have. Now, are we 100% free? I don't think so. I don't believe so. I believe there's a lot of things that we are not. We are subject to all kinds of regulation, and of course you're going to have laws, but some of the shit that I've been hearing lately, and I really hope it's not true, but the Burning Man festival, I heard that they're going to start drug testing people that go in and out of there. If that's not some kind of Nazi fucking checkpoint type shit, I don't know what is, but that's the kind of shit that scares me a little bit. Or the fucking, they're talking about these new little swabs they're going to use on your fucking gums, and they're going to swab it for THC, that can show up to, 30 days. So what the fuck, if you swab my mouth and I smoked weed 4 days ago and I'm going to fucking test positive, you're going to give me an OVI for a fucking operated motor vehicle while I'm high? That's some fucking crazy fucking shit, dude. We all are a bunch of slaves. That is 100% true. What up, Russ? We got Mr. Russ Bailey in the motherfucking house. Yeah, it's amazing. It really is fucking amazing, dude, that we continue to believe we're free, but we're really not. And I'm sure you can hear probably the fireworks going off behind me. I mean, people are just letting loose in this neighborhood, which is good. I do think we should celebrate the freedoms that we do have, because we do have a lot more freedoms than a lot of other countries. We don't have to wake up and worry what our fucking, how we're gonna get fresh water or food. We have a weird system how we kill animals, kill chickens, fucking cows, and slaughter them all in giant factories and factory farm and get everybody fed on this motherfucker. So at least we got that figured out. Nobody's going hungry, as far as I'm not. I'm fat as fuck. Okay. There are communities in our country that are fucking starving, man. But I do believe that America has it better than a lot of these other fucking places. We don't have to worry about bombs dropping on our fucking parents' house or our friend's house, every other day, and people getting wiped out. So I think we do have a lot of things to look forward to. So I want to be as positive as possible talking about that subject. But I guess you just can't be too optimistic, because every day we're losing a lot more freedom, especially when it comes to the internet, especially when it comes to this kind of shit that I'm doing, the podcast. This is, I feel, one of the freest art forms that there's still there, that I can grab a microphone, I can turn on it, and I can go live. I can say whatever I want. I can't be shut down. I've had some funky things happen before. With some weird, had some people on, and some technology was kind of acting funky, and servers were crashing and shit, and you wonder if that was the man fucking trying to put the finger on the old RowdCAST. I don't know. But I do know that it really worries me, and I have a fear that eventually this may be something that they do regulate, that they try to stop, because I think podcasts they're becoming so much bigger than radio, so much bigger that, people don't listen to the fucking radio anymore. They download music, they download podcasts, and I feel that anybody can have a podcast, say whatever they want. That becomes a pretty strong outlet. So I hope that this can always stay free. I hope that we can always enjoy the RowdCAST, but maybe someday we'll have to go underground. I'll be in a fucking bunker somewhere, still broadcasting, because I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to fucking chance it to get to speak to the fucking badass motherfuckers that enjoy this fucking podcast. Now, if you do fucking listen to the RowdCAST, you do follow me, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the fucking t-shirts that you guys have been buying. Those t-shirts are up for sale. All the people that I promised I'll get you t-shirts, I will. But we're also there's some big changes coming. Okay, this will be the last episode of the RowdCAST that'll be underneath the RowdCAST radio. The RowdCAST radio is going no more. It's actually in 2 days it'll be disbanded. So there'll still be a couple episodes up, but most of the episodes will all fall back, and they'll be put in an archive. And what we'll be doing is we're going to be moving to 3 Lunatics Media. Okay, So the Iron Man Zach over there, he's starting his own network. I'm going to be the first to join. I've always, I'm part of the Three Lunatics, so it just seemed normal to come on board with him. It saves me money. And I look forward, we're going to really start doing some fucking cool shit with video and YouTube and going live. And so I'm really excited. I think you guys are going to fucking love it. It's going to be the RowdCAST times 10. So look forward to it. It's kind of different for me to end this because it's always been mine, and I started this and did everything myself. And it's definitely going to be some changes. There's going to be, my co-captain. He's kind of going to be my boss in a way. So, but the RowdCAST won't ever change. If it ever does, then it won't be the RowdCAST anymore. I'll never charge for it. You're never going to pay a dime to me to listen to my shit. That's not what we're doing here. But if you do buy a t-shirt, I really, really fucking, I really appreciate that. So, onward. So let's get through this last episode of the fucking RowdCAST, okay? Some things that I got here, okay? This is one thing that I wanted to talk about. And again, I see nothing wrong with what this woman did. There was a woman who was shopping at a grocery store. She's, I believe, 6 months pregnant. This guy steals her fucking purse, starts running across the parking lot. She jumps in her car, takes off after him. There's a video of this on the RowdCAST page. Takes off after him, fucking smashes him with the fucking car, runs him over, fucks him up bad, dude. Puts him in the hospital. And now she's being charged with, like reckless homicide or negligence or some shit like that. And that leads me to ask the question to you guys. Is that right? Is that correct to charge her? Or I don't think she should be charged with anything. I think if you're a fucking thief and you try to fucking steal someone's shit and they're smart enough to get in a car and fucking smash you with their fucking car, then good to them. Kudos. Don't steal shit. You deserve that. You're lucky you're not dead. Like I said, if you steal my shit, I'm going to run over you. I'm going to hit you with all fucking, at least 2 tires. I'm going to run over front and back. And then, if I can, I'm going to fucking back up on your body and possibly your face. And I'm going to burn out on your fucking face so that there's nothing left of your head. And that sounds kind of fucking evil, but if you steal my shit and I have a chance to do that, I will. There was another story of a guy, I believe in Alabama or Georgia, where there was a dude on a high-speed pursuit. He fucking was running from the cops, and he was getting away, and another guy, just a bystander, jumped in his car. Fucking truck chased after the guy, caught up to him. The guy jumped out. The civilian jumped out, pulled out a gun, shot the fucking dude that was running from the cops in the neck, fucking killed the guy, and now he's being charged with murder. Now that is a little different. That's a little trickier. For one, you're just a fucking dirty, hairy motherfucker. You're just a vigilante, dude. You're gonna fucking put somebody down, you didn't have to intervene, but in a way, it's like, I don't know. You shouldn't run from the cops. Sometimes you might get shot in the face. You might get shot in the neck if you run from the cops. I don't know. I don't run from the cops. I don't go on high-speed pursuits. Not sure. But is that guy, should he be acquitted? Should he be, it's like, what did the guy do? I don't think the guy was a murder or anything. Maybe, didn't pay some child support or some shit, or had some back taxes. Did he deserve to be shot in the head or the neck? I don't know. That's a tougher one. But the first one, the pregnant lady, I feel that she should not be charged with anything. And if you're a thief, I hate thieves. Thieves are the worst. God, they're the worst. Liars are fucking bad too. If you lie about everything, you make shit up all the time, you're a worthless piece of shit. Nobody fucking cares. We don't. I don't understand when you can live a life where you have to exaggerate shit. Most time, life is so weird by itself and so bizarre If your life is not as exciting enough and you have to add stuff to it, or you have to lie to get people to do things, or think that you're cooler or on a higher status or something like that, that's a serious character flaw, and I can't stand. Compulsive liars are the worst. People that continue to lie, even when they're caught. That makes me want to just uppercut somebody fucking to the moon. Okay, but thieves are even worse. Okay, when you steal someone's shit, when you fucking go and you take their hard-earned shit and you steal it, and then you go sell it or you fucking use it as your own, you are the biggest scumbag in the fucking world, dude. And especially there's all kinds of people. You know, when I was in fucking college, we always have these parties at our house, and fucking our shit would always go missing, our games and movies and little things here and there, and it's like, I know these motherfuckers. It's like, who is it? I let you come to my house, I let you party in my house till 4, 5, 6 in the morning, fucking give you free drugs, give you free booze, and you still steal my shit. It's like, what the fuck, man? And that's the kind of shit. It's just, you know, you shouldn't take advantage of people that are kind to you. And eventually, that shit comes back, dude. Karma is a motherfucker, dude, and it will fucking rape you in your ass so hard. We're talking fucking mega dicks. Fucking, like, straight up, who's a big black dude? Lexington steel dick in your ass, dude. That's what karma does. Fucking split your ass wide where you're gonna need stitches. So don't fuck with karma. Don't be a thief. And again, I think you should get hit by a truck if you steal from people. So I hope that shit gets dismissed. Let's talk about some other shit. This was a good one that I thought was really, really interesting. Man kept his dead wife in a freezer for 8 years. So she died. He didn't tell anybody. He stuffed her in the freezer at the bottom. Still was using the freezer for his food. And, you know, whatever. Little creepy. Got a dead woman in the bottom of your freezer. Yeah, doesn't go on to tell anyone, doesn't report it, and continues to collect their Social Security checks. Fucking, I think he made a couple $100,000 off of these Social Security checks that they kept coming. How he cashed them and stuff, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way when you have a joint bank account, I probably can do that. But they didn't even find out until he died. When he died, I think somebody, when they were cleaning the house out or something, they found it. But again, I don't know. How did you not have family that knows that the mom's missing or dead? It doesn't really make sense, but it's true. My question is that cool? You know, you always hear happy life or happy wife, happy life. What about a frozen wife in your freezer? Does that mean a happy life? I would think in some cases it would. Sometimes I think about, you know, if she would just drop over, maybe I'd put her in a fridge or a freezer. I don't know. No, I would never do that. That's terrible. Why would I say that? But again, it would really stop the nagging, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. People are so fucking weird, man. And there was one that I seen not too long ago where a woman, her husband died, and I don't know if she told anybody or not, but he had been dead for like 2 years, and the cops went to do like a welfare check on this lady, and they found in her master bedroom, he was tucked in all these blankets on his head on a pillow. He'd been decaying in there. She had a bunch of air fresheners and candles laying around him, and she just wrapped him up and left him in there. She said she was having a hard time coping with his death, and she just kept him mummified inside the fucking closet. I mean, when you do things like that, you have a serious mental illness. It's really sad. You know, death is a fucking tough thing, man. Everybody grieves differently. So you just never know how people are going to handle something. And some people take some years and years and years to get over a death. Unfortunately for me, I've had so many friends die and family members die in such a short period of time. You know, in the last probably 7 years or so, I probably have 10 people that I know, good relationships with that all passed away. So that to me is I'm kind of cold or callous to it. It doesn't really, it hurts for a couple days, maybe even a couple weeks, but after that, the show goes on. We're all going sooner or later. It's one thing about this ride. Nobody gets off the fucking ride, early, or nobody makes it, farther to the very end and sees something that nobody else sees. We're all going one way or another. You hope that it's not a bad way. You hope that you don't have a massive heart attack. You hope that you don't have a brain aneurysm, or burn in a house fire or some shit like that. You hope that it's something, you go peacefully when you're sleeping. But for a lot of people, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's agonizing. Lung cancer, AIDS. There's just all kinds of shit out there that is terrible. But we just have to know that eventually we're all gonna go. So it's good that I guess you can't. You have to grieve in your own way, but you just can't sit and cry about it every day for days and days and months and years, because that's not going to do anything. They're never coming back. You have to look forward. You have to remember all the great times, the good things that you did, and keep their memory. That's how you live on for somebody. You keep them with you, and some of the things that they used to do or they used to say. I'll have times where one of my friends, some of his sayings and stuff will pop in my head. It's almost like he's there with me, and I think that's how you continue on their legacy. But it is tough, and you can't tell anyone how to grieve because everybody's got their own thing. So just don't be a pussy, okay? Don't be bitches. Just fucking keep on keeping on, all right? Speaking of don't be a pussy, this one is one that really had me fucking scratching my fucking head, and this is something that's just amazing. Okay, there's this new campaign that's coming out probably from PETA or these animal lovers. It's called the Fin for a Fin campaign, and what it is it's this little fin if you're a surfer. Okay, surfers, there's a lot of shark attacks. Surfers get, arms, legs bitten off, fucking get mauled all the time, killed. Especially like in Australia. You go fucking surfing in Australia, bro. That's like fucking bobbing for apples for a fucking gray white shark, dude. You're about to get fucking snatched up if you do it long enough. But anyway, there's these little fins that you put on the bottom of your surfboard. And what it says is I'm trying to think exactly, what does it say here? It says, if my life is taken, don't take theirs. That's what this little fin says. What that means is, what they'll do is if a fucking shark mauls you and kills you, they'll go find that shark. They kind of call it like a revenge killing. They want to make sure that thing's dead because it killed a human. So they'll go and find that fucking shark with your fucking arm and guts and shit, probably inside his belly still, after it just had a great meal. They'll hunt it down, and they'll fucking slaughter it. Well, what this fin is supposed to do is just to tell people, don't go kill that shark. Leave that shark alone. Let it live. Even though it killed me, it's okay. It's allowed to swim free in the ocean. I think that is fucking retarded, okay? For one, it's a shark. Okay, we're not talking about a fucking dog. We're not talking about a cat. We're not talking about. We're talking about a primal killing machine, something that's been on the earth longer than fucking almost every species. Something that was alive when the dinosaurs fucking walked the earth, and all it knows is eat, 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 eat. They don't stop moving. Sharks are always moving. If they stop moving, they die. So all they do is swim and eat. And you wanted to say that nobody should kill this thing? This whole protect the sharks thing. When I see these people, these fucking activists, they get all upset about, people killing like lions and fucking tigers and bears and shit. Dude, these things are fucking. I'm not saying go out and fucking slaughter everyone on the fucking planet, but Jesus Christ. I mean, these things are fucking. They'll kill you. This is not fucking, the zoo. You're not looking at these things in a glass case. This isn't a fucking petting zoo. You don't just have a good time. You don't walk up and cuddle these things. These aren't stuffed animals. These are fucking predators. And they don't give a fuck about you, dude. They can fucking shred you like it's nothing. So I just think this mentality of, I guess you gotta protect some animals. There's like the fucking rhinos and shit. They take their horns, and elephants and shit like that. You gotta have some kind of protection for these animals. But I think it's crazy, and it's a deadly way of thinking when you just think that don't kill any animal, let them all run free. That doesn't fucking work out very well, dude. That's especially sharks, or like sharks and crocodiles. I just seen another thing. They had they just found this like missing link of a crocodile, and its teeth are as big as T-Rex tooth. The T-Rex teeth are about the same size as this crocodile's teeth. It's like a mix between a dinosaur and a crocodile. Which, I mean, a crocodile is a dinosaur. That's about as dinosaur-ish as you can get in today's world. But, I mean, you got to think of something that size, like the head of a T-Rex on a fucking croc, dude. That's some fucking scary shit, dude. And that's when I say, like, that. Sharks really freak me out, but crocodiles and alligators, that's the worst. That's my biggest fear, man. Because those motherfuckers, dude, they lie and they wait. They can, like, slow their blood pressure down so that you can lay somewhere for like days, like 2 or 3 days, when they know somebody's walking through like a watering hole or something. And once they see someone do that a couple of days, they'll stay there and they just wait. And then finally they get you, dude. They fucking pop up. And I mean, that kind of shit that is the ultimate killing machine. And I think to have a mindset where you think you're going to keep these things safe, or if a fucking shark eats me, you better fucking kill that thing. You better fucking, I want a Gatling gun on a helicopter to fucking shoot that thing. Just fucking plugging it. I want you to fucking get a bazooka. Fucking blow that thing up like fucking Jaws 2. Or is that Jaws 1? That's Jaws 1. They put the fucking tank in his mouth and blow him up. That's what I'm talking about. And fucking flamethrower, whatever you need, fucking kill that thing. Okay? And then take all its pieces that you have and fucking, make shark stew or some shit out of it. Eat that thing and enjoy that, because I hope it has some of me in it, because I want you to eat me, okay? I want you to take me in also with the shark, all right? But that shit, to me, is the most retarded thing of the week. I just think that is absolutely crazy. Let's see. Another thing that I thought was really, really fucked up. I mean, there's so many fucking fucked up people that child molesters are the worst of the worst, man. Probably a little right below thieves and liars, I'd say child molesters. No, I'm kidding. Child molesters are the worst. It's amazing because how many there are in the world. And there's a lot of people, so you got to think there's a lot of weirdos and sickos. But to rape a child, to take the innocence from a child is just the most disgusting thing. And I really, a lot of them, they say there's almost 0% of rehabilitation. Like once they go, they sit in prison forever, they get out, they go and do the same exact thing. So I think when there's something like that, and again, this is going to sound terribly and inhumane, or evil, but I think you just round them up, you get them on their knees, execution style, and you put some bullets in their head. And this story is probably the worst, one of the worst. I mean, I've heard some pretty terrible ones, but this one's there's a 26-year-old. He was a family friend of this young couple. They had a 1-year-old daughter. He was going to babysit while they ran to the store, ran some errands or something. And so they left the house. to go. Then they forgot that they left something in the apartment. So the wife ran back in. When she came back in, the guy wasn't sitting on the couch anymore where he had just been. She noticed the door open to the baby's room. She looked in the room and seen this man. He was taking a picture of he had the diaper off the baby. He was taking a picture of the baby naked, and he was masturbating. And then he proceeded to stick his fingers in the baby's ass. So he was sodomizing the baby while he was masturbating. So I'm not sure exactly how, but she got her husband. She yelled for his husband. He came in and he just beat. It said that he used a dresser drawer to beat this fucker. His mugshot's up on the RowdCAST. I mean, he looked like he got beat on pretty good. And I give the dad creativity points because he used a drawer from a dresser and just smashed his fucking head in. Didn't kill the guy, but fucked him up real bad and then held him until the cops came. I don't understand how having a baby around that age. They're the best things in the world. I don't know how you could do that to a child. I mean, that's just the sickest fucking shit. I don't think that. I know that it did look like he beat the dude pretty bad, but I gotta get fucking. I would have to kill the guy. I don't think that's something I would be able to let somebody walk out of my house or my apartment. I think that would be death. And it's gonna, I don't even think I would need a dresser drawer. I think it would be bare hand, fucking just smashing the face, smashing in the head. There'd be bone fragments. I have a feeling. I feel like my hands would both be broken. I would maybe be biting, biting for your jugular, try to rip your jugular out with my teeth, because I just could not fathom how disgusting of an individual you do not deserve to live, because you're like, again, you're stealing the innocence from a baby, from a child, and pedophiles are, I hate to say this, but might want to bring back the old gas chambers, just stuff them in there, and hit the button, and see you later. That would be my way of dealing with them. And I think I might have a presidential run here. I think if fucking Donald Trump can do this, I think it's a possibility that Rowdy can do this too. Okay, I got to get my fame up there a little bit. I got to get my notoriety a little higher. But I do believe that I could be the fucking man here. Okay, but yeah, first to go, child molesters, fucking gas them, shoot them with flaming arrows, whatever. I don't fucking care. But yeah, it's just, I don't get it. I just, that shit makes me sick to my stomach. But again, I gotta share it with you guys, the stuff that really irks me and bothers me, and that's what the RowdCAST is. So, another thing that I see, that we're getting so fucking lazy as a society, with this technology. We're getting a little out of control with the fucking technology. The new thing that I seen is a new baby stroller, where the baby stroller moves when you move. So you don't have to touch it anymore. You don't push it. When you're running, you can run. It runs. It'll go right in front of you. When you stop, it stops. When you go backwards, it goes backwards. Somehow it's in sync with the way your movements and stuff. For one, that's lazy as fuck. You push the stroller, it gives you a little exercise. I understand that you may not want to be pushing the stroller, but you're a lazy fucker if you can't push the stroller. You're a rich fuck too, probably, because these things will probably be expensive. But my biggest thing is, what happens if it fucking goes haywire? What, your fucking baby goes launching off a cliff or into a pond of crocodiles like we were talking about, or, I mean, you want to leave? I think maybe once down the road, if they work out the kinks, it's worth it. But right now, it seems kind of experimental. Seems like something that I'm not going to put my fucking baby in a fucking robotic fucking stroller. what happens when the robots take over? Once they fucking throw the robot coup and they start fucking killing us, then they just fucking zoop, fly off with your baby and take your baby away because they fucking they start snatching babies out of these strollers. They come alive and they fucking eat your baby or something. Who knows, man? These are the kinds of things I think about, though. I think that we got to really watch these fucking robots, dude. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's fucking Terminator. Terminator was a real fucking thing. It's a real story, and they just happened to make it into a really cool 80s movie. We're fucking getting there, man. With fucking Skynet. Google, dude. Google's fucking Skynet for sure. They're fucking coming. I've been talking about this since the very fucking beginning of the RowdCAST. Now you motherfuckers see. You see it happening. Fucking 3 years later, this fucking shit's happening. I called this shit. It's fucking scary. But don't get fucking robotic baby strollers, please. Don't do that. Okay? On another note, Nevada legalized recreational marijuana on Saturday. The first sale was to I think a Nevada senator. So, hats off to you guys. Nice job. Now we just got about, I don't know what's left. Maybe 44 states or something like that. We're moving in the right direction, though. Ohio goes to, it legalizes medical next fall. It will be legal where you can get cards, and we're going to start having dispensaries. And we'll just continue to keep working on that. But that's something that I never thought in my lifetime that I would see that. I hoped, but I didn't think it would happen. And now it's becoming real. I'm really happy. Makes me want to shed a fucking tear. But there's no reason someone can't fucking smoke a plant if they don't want to. The things that you could use marijuana to treat is through the roof. I'm not even going to get into it. I've talked about it so many times on the show. So, I mean, you guys, the people that are listening to this don't need me to explain that. But so many benefits for it. And even if someone wants to smoke to get high, let them fucking smoke it. It's not that bad. There's a lot of other worse things that could be going on, okay? So you could eat fucking McDonald's enough that it'd be worse than smoking marijuana. But again, if you're in the fight, continue on, because we know it's just a plant. There's nothing fucking wrong with it. You got companies that they want to tell you that pharmaceuticals are fine, and take these fucking pills. They make you not crazy. Take these pills. They make you skinny. Take these pills. They make you fucking really horny. Take these pills. You can't even think for yourself anymore. You have ADHD. These ones will calm you down. These ones will fucking make your fucking dick so fucking hard that you can fucking fuck for 7 days straight. You just, when alcohol is pushed, tobacco is pushed on us, but yet they demonize something that has never killed anybody. No one's ever been physically addicted to it. You'll hear people debate that still, saying that it's physically addictive. It's not physically addictive, that's bullshit. You're not going to get strung out on marijuana like you would on crack or heroin, okay? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, though, that people still try to debate it all. Fucking idiots. But they'll fall behind soon enough. Just get in line. One thing I wanted to talk about, too, was Jim Carrey. I don't know if anybody's seen some of the shit that's going on with Jim Carrey right now. Not good, man. Pretty much what I'll sum up what happened is he had this younger girlfriend. She was pretty crazy. She was, into him, whatever. He gave her some STDs. He gave her herpes and chlamydia. Now, that's not confirmed 100%, but the trial that they had was that she sent her text messages to him and said, I got this shit going on, I got bumps down there, I'm going to go to the doctor. And he said, well, it could be from, people before me, that happens, blah, blah. It seemed like he was just saying what every guy would say when you gave a girl herpes. But he tried to say it wasn't him. Well, she got really depressed about it. And he was getting prescription pills, and yada, yada, yada. The next thing is next. His pills were missing. He texted her, asked her if she knew where his pills were. And like 2 days later, she overdosed, ate a bunch of pills. They found his prescription there. But they said that once she found out she had, and also once she found out she had these STDs, she was kind of like wigging out on him, and he broke up with her because he said that she was too much drama, and then she did kill herself. So the family and the estranged husband of this woman are suing him, and he was trying to get the case thrown out, but the judge just said that it's going to go forward, that he believes that he had something to do with this woman's death. I don't know. Again, when somebody eats a bunch of pills and kills themselves, you got to say it's on that person. They killed themselves. But in that case, that's kind of a fucked up situation, man. You gave a girl STDs and gave her the old hurt, and seemed like it might have fucking really, really did a number on her. But also with people now, they're so money hungry that they know a celebrity like that's got money. They're gonna, that's just the case that you're hearing. That doesn't mean that's true, okay? So I'm not saying Jim Carrey's a bad guy. He's one of the funniest guys that's ever been fucking doing it, Lots and lots of laughs from that motherfucker, dude. But, yeah, interesting story, something to check out. Kind of strange. What else do we got here? Oh, the plague, the Black Plague, the bubonic plague is making a comeback. 3 cases found in New Mexico. So, who knew? I think that's been gone since 1800s. I don't know. I'm not good with dates. I don't know, but it's been gone for a long time. It just comes back. How do these things work? And I just seen another thing, Ebola. They said they haven't had a new case of Ebola in 4 weeks or something, so that the outbreak is over. How does it stop when something's that fucking contagious? Was that from them quarantining stuff? How does this thing work? I feel like these things are made up. They just fucking, all right, now we got, we're gonna have the fat man flu. Yep, it kills fat guys. Yep, it gets, when you eat cheeseburgers from Wendy's, it fucking will get in your gut, and it makes you shit your brains out until you start bleeding out of your butthole, and you die. That's the new fear, so be careful. Every day every couple of years, we have these weird diseases or weird flus, or, remember the H1N1 is the regular flu, but it was a super deadly flu. There was the swine flu, the bird flu, of course, Ebola. What else has there been? There's been some other ones. The Zika. The Zika virus is coming and make your babies' heads little tiny heads. You'll have fucking mutant tiny head babies. What is this shit? Is this just hysteria? And also the fucking, the weird thing is, the Zika thing, it comes out of nowhere. And or you're the Ebola thing, they say that it's incurable. If you get it, you're absolutely dead. Well, the two really good American doctors that were over in Africa fighting it got Ebola. They came back. They took them to the CDC in Georgia, and they both were cured. Weird. How come these guys can cure it, but everybody else dies from a fucking terrible death? Do you guys have a cure? It sounds like you guys might have a cure there. How come we're not giving everybody the cure? So there's shit like that just don't make sense. If 2 + 2 don't make 4, something's fucking up. Okay, somebody's fucking up. Somebody's trying to trick us. Somebody's trying to fucking something's going on there. Okay, and that's the thing. People don't even know. People don't even listen. Nobody watches the news. Nobody pays attention to the media. Not like I do. And they don't even realize these things. 2 doctors cured them. No problems. They're fucking alive right now. Then everybody else that got it fucking bleed out their eyeballs and their fucking buttholes. They're dead. So, I don't know, people. Do you guys think that they make this shit up? Do you think it's fake? I mean, I think it might be. I think a lot of shit they tell us is fake. Another thing, if you haven't been following it, the CNN, 3 journalists resigned in the last week or two from news about the Russian shit going on with Donald Trump. Some of these stories that they were putting out about these connections were false. They weren't real. So that means that Donald Trump saying that CNN was fake news, calling this shit out, everybody kind of thought it was just bullshit. Here's some truth behind it. These guys resigned from their jobs, and they had fucking hidden camera videos of these guys making shit up. They were making up news. And that's, one of the leading, if not top leading news sources in the world is making fucking stories up, and they're believable. They talk about it every day. And if you watch CNN, the one thing I like CNN. I think CNN's the best out of all of them, but I think I'm very mistaken now. I think I've realized that. I think they're all fucked. I don't think there's any good ones. They even after this happened and these guys got resigned and left, they didn't talk about it. I understand that's your media source, that's your company, but if you're a news company and you got to give the nation the news, the world the news, you're the leading provider of news in the world, then you need to talk about this, even if it's your company, that there's problems. And I thought that was really shady. They never mentioned it, and they're still just harping on the Russia thing. And that kind of shit is just, and then you turn on Fox, and Fox is fucking, everything is how Donald Trump's a saint, and CNN's this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not all 100% true either. So it's like, no matter, you can't even watch news now in this country, because none of it's not accurate. It's not 100% accurate. And like the old days of like these, Walter Cronkite and shit, they would sit down and they would give you the news, It wasn't very exciting. It was kind of monotone, but it was the real news. It was something that seemed more factual than what we're getting today. And it's also with the media, it's so fucked now because of social media, and everybody has cameras now. So we don't need you to tell us the news. We have people that are going to be there, and they're going to record the news, and they're going to show it how it really is. And I just, I don't know. I really feel like what if September 11th would have happened now in the day and age? I think we would have maybe looked at things a little differently. But we won't get into that. That's for another fucking time, But I do believe a lot of this bullshit is fucking made up, man. They're fucking greasing the fucking wheels, dude. They're fucking, there's an agenda. There's an agenda that's being pushed. It's like they put the cloak over your eyes, the smoke. They put it up and, pay attention to this. Watch the hand over here. Watch the hand over here. While their other hands, slide and fucking stacking the deck. You just gotta, again, if it usually doesn't make sense or it makes you say, what the fuck, that story don't make sense. There's usually bullshit in it. That's kind of how I've come to agree. And even sometimes if you believe it's 100% factual, there's right on the money, there's still some bullshit in it. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I just keep on keeping on. I'm a dad now, got a little one, fucking just living the dream. That's what it's all about, I'm going to live my life until something happens. I'm going to make my family fucking great and enjoy what we have and enjoy this great nation. A couple other things that I have here. A guy gets put in jail for 90 days because the cops found a bunch of drywall. It was actually powder from drywall in his backseat of his car on the floor on the seats, and they said that they thought it was cocaine. And they did a field test, and they confirmed that it was cocaine. And so he got set in jail for 90 days. It came out that it was not cocaine. Actually, they had made a mistake. And this is not the first time this happened. This happened one other time, I believe, down south somewhere, in Florida or something, where we talked about this a bunch of times, but the guy had glazed donut. He had glaze from donuts. He'd eat donuts every day. And he had glazing on on these plastic bags or wrappers. And they said they were meth shards. And they did a field test, and they confirmed that it was meth shards, or that it was methamphetamine. And he swore that it's fucking glaze from donuts. They fucking block. Yeah, fucker, get in the car. You're going to the slammer, motherfucker. Came back. It was glazed donuts. He wasn't fucking lying. I just don't understand. What are these field tests that they're doing here? What are these little kits? I mean, if you're mistaking drywall for fucking cocaine, good luck. Try to sniff some drywall powder. Let's see how that happens. That's going to be a pretty chalky nose that you're going to get there. I have a feeling that would burn also terribly. That's the other thing is these people can take away your freedom, and they say it's that. How fucking would that not be the worst? How bad would you be shitting your pants if somebody, you say, you got a bunch of drywall in the back, and he goes, okay, we're okay, buddy. Yeah, we're going to test this shit. And he goes to test and says, that's cocaine. Yeah, what? I mean, that's got to be the worst feeling in the world. When you're wrongly accused of something, I mean, or the guys that fucking are accused of rape and they sit 20 years in prison and they get some new DNA evidence where, oh no, it wasn't you. We just put you in jail because we didn't like you. We didn't know who else to put on that rape, so we said it was you. I just don't, especially with the drug stuff, those little test kits or whatever, that freaks me out, man, because they can take away your whole life. They can ruin your life from something. And then after you come out, how do you explain yourself? No, it's just fake. Oh, it was all fake. They made a mistake. Yeah, that kit that they said was cocaine. Yeah, it was just actually drywall. How do you explain yourself? Nobody's gonna believe you. You just, oh no, you got put in jail for a couple months because he had drugs in his car. It's amazing. It's amazing. And that's what I said about these little, when I started the show, talking about these little THC swabs that they're going to have. Well, fuck that, man. I don't know what your fucking swab's doing. I don't know how do I trust that? How do I know that that's legit? You're going to stick something in my mouth and you're going to go test it. They're going to have a little kit and say, oh yeah, you're high right now. Yeah, that's some bullshit, dude. I just... That's the thing, and that's the stuff that worries me as an American, that they're taking away something that we've always taken for granted. You can just give me a little test and figure out everything in this little fucking test and change my life from something that you think. And you're wrong all the fucking time. You see more and more of these stories like this. So you got to watch your asses, people. Just got to be careful, be smart when you maneuver around the system, when you're out and about, driving in cars and going places. Watch your ass, okay? Because they are out there. These fucking DUI checkpoints that they put up. I understand that you gotta do your thing. You gotta make quota, and you want to keep us safe. Absolutely, if you're trying to keep me safe, thank you. But a lot of these times, these fucking OVI checkpoints or DUI checkpoints that they have, once you get stopped there, then they say, we're going to look through your car, okay? And actually, your turn signal's not working right, or your brake light's not working. We're going to write you a ticket for that. We're going to, it's just like, it's like entrapment. Like, they have you pulled over. You're supposed to be checking me for a DUI, but you're going to write me a ticket for a seatbelt violation. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, okay, I didn't wear a seatbelt, but you just made me pull over. If I would have turned around, you fucking tracked me down. And, I'm not high at all. I'm not on any drugs. But now you're going through my shit. Now you're finding this and finding that. And paraphernalia or something like that. And it's like, that's not what this thing is supposed to be. But once they have you pulled over, it's free game. And that's where it gets fucked up. That's where the part is like, that's not the American way. That's not what our forefathers, I mean, I act like I know, like I was alive or something, but that's not what they saw it as. They saw it as everybody should have their own fucking freedom, okay? Everybody should be able to carry a gun, protect their home if they need to. You should be able to fucking hold your own firearm and fucking cover your fucking ass. If somebody breaks in your house, you can shoot them right in the fucking head, okay? Or at least put a couple holes in them so they fucking stop moving and you call the cops. That was 100% supposed to. What you put in your body is up to you. If you want to be religious and you want to believe in religion and your body's a temple and you're not supposed to do this or that you're more than welcome to also. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can believe that fucking magic fairies come out of my asshole and they dance around and they say they sing hymns and that's the religion. We all fucking, get a bunch of glow sticks and light a bunch of little smell good things and that's what we do. That's what we worship. You're allowed to, though. Again, that was one of your freedoms. But you're also the freedom to put in your body what you want in it. Nobody should be able to regulate. Again, if you want to eat McDonald's every fucking day, it's probably going to kill you, but you're more than welcome to. If you want to drink Jack Daniels every day, it's probably going to kill you, but you're more than welcome to. There's not for the government to tell us that. The government's not here to fucking tell us what we should do and what we shouldn't do. They're there to govern us. We control them. We decide who our officials are, who's running our country, and that's what scares me about something like Donald Trump, because he's not doing what the people want. Yes, he was elected, obviously, by the majority, by the Electoral College. The majority would not have elected him. He would have lost, but I wouldn't want Hillary running either. And that's what it shows how fucked up our system is. We have two fucking monsters running. And those are our choices. Those are the only two options that can win. How did it get like that? That's our system is so flawed. And again, that shows how twisted the systems come from what it started as. And I think it can get better. But I think that there's got to be some changes. And I think, the things that they put in the Bill of Rights, that to alter that in any way is it's a shame. It's scary. That's because, again, we become more and more a police state as the internet gets entangled in everything that we do and everything that we're a part of, and it becomes a part of us. That gives the man more power and more insight into our lives and control of our lives, and that's something that is a very slippery slope and something that we have to protect ourselves. So, I think that's something that we can protect ourselves by recording things, always keeping your phone on you, your camera, when shit gets critical. Some people, that's not the first thing you do. You don't think about pulling your phone out and recording stuff, but again, you have a video camera on you at all times. So you can record that stuff. You have Twitter on you. You can tweet stuff. You have Facebook. You can put shit out, what you just seen. So when somebody comes along and tries to say otherwise, you have factual proof. You've seen it. It's again, the video is really just changing the world, and that's something they can't take away from us for now. We've heard of how they they do blockage or something. They shut your camera off, or they'll kill your Wi-Fi signals and shit. And I have heard of that. How much truth behind that, I don't know. But I've heard, out at Standing Rock, they were doing that. They were jamming these, so people couldn't post things or video things. They jam their phones. I mean, there's such thing as EMPs. EMP is an electric magnetic pulse bomb, pretty much, that goes off and it'll shut anything down. It kills, just fucking destroys all signals. And, that's something that could really hurt us. But I think we all have to do our diligence to stick together and know that we're one thing. We're Americans, and no matter what you are, no matter if you're fucking Muslim, no matter if you're Mexican, you're black, you're white, you're Chinese, whatever you believe, whatever you stand for, whatever religion, whatever, nothing. We're all Americans. We all live here for a reason. We love the country that we live in because we know what it stands for. We know what it really means to be free. Even though they change and they try to regulate these laws, we know what we grew up believing and what we were told. And that's why we're all here. So I think we all got to take care of the planet, number one, but we got to all work together and just realize, there's so much hate, there's so much division. The media does it worse than anything. This black versus white, these white cops versus black people, the fucking Mexicans, Donald Trump versus the Mexicans, they're fucking sending them back across the wall. All that shit's got to stop, man. That's not what it's about. America's, you can be whatever you want. You can be anything imaginable, any race, any ethnicity, all one giant melting pot together, doing whatever we want and just being free and not having to worry about wars and not having to worry about racism and fighting. And I sound like a hippie. I probably sound like Lennon, but the song Imagine, that's how I hope someday you'll join us as one thing. But that's all we can do is hope and pray and stick together and try to take care of this fucking country, because scary times, people. It's a lot different than it was when I grew up. So I love y'all. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble and rant on the old RowdCAST. I wouldn't be here 100 plus episodes without all the love that you guys show. All my friends that listen to me still. I love you guys. And for the last time, I'll be signing off of the RowdCAST Radio. You catch me on the Three Lunatics Media from now on. So you should be able to, if you're subscribed to me on iTunes, I should keep all my subscribers. So you'll still follow me over there. My feed will still, be fed to that. But as far as Speaker, you'll have to follow Three Lunatics Media on Speaker to keep up with my live episodes and stuff like that. So, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Again, last but not least, I wanted to say, go to the website, the Facebook page, the RowdCAST. On there now, you can put reviews. Okay, so you can review either the podcast or you can review the Facebook page. If you like the Facebook page, there's so many of you guys. What I always wanted was for people to read the stories there, communicate, interact there, make jokes, laugh, debate, and it's come to fruition. Lots of people on there always just checking new stuff out, liking new shit, and talking with me and commenting, and that's what I always wanted. So I appreciate everybody that does that. So if you enjoy the page or you enjoy the podcast, please put a review up there for me. That always helps the RowdCAST look better. So again, on that note, happy 4th of July, motherfuckers. Go blow some shit up. And I will catch you on the flip side. We'll be back real soon under the new Three Lunatics Media. All right? Have a good night. Like I said, go drink a couple cold ones and celebrate this fucking great country that we call America.